All right. We're officially going. Can you guys talk?
Yeah.
Huh?
What?
Help me.
Okay, just a little lag. Not too much. Not too much. It was bad towards the end of last episode.
Oh, okay. You can hear me
really?
right now. I thought I was muted, and then therefore I thought I should yell as loud as possible.
Suck my butt.
Don't
Suck her butt.
That's it. Always suck a
Okay.
butt. Any chance you get. This is gonna make an outtake. All right, let's hit the record button.
Give me a cold open.
Hell yeah.
Or a hot one.
Oh. All right, guys. Let's suck some butts. Welcome to the Abingers Podcast, where we assemble weekly to binge the MCU and all things nerd, old and new. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, and TikTok at Abingers Podcast. That is one word, ladies and gentlemen, ABINGERS Podcast. Give us a like, a comment, and let us know what you think of the show. You want to check us out? You want to see the video version of us? You want to see us rock out during the intro? YouTube.com/The Abingers. You can check out all of our video podcasts there. It's wonderful. Yeah, youtube.com. Also, Patreon. You want to support the show? Patreon.com/Abingers Podcast. But I'm just one of your hosts, Brandon. I can't do it alone. I'm joined by my two co-hosts, Amy.
She was doing it. You were doing it.
Amy, how are you doing?
Hi. And I'm feeling electric. Oogie, oogie, oogie.
Our lights aren't falling while we're recording. No, your thing.
No.
Keith, how you doing,
They're not
sir?
from Five Below.
The hell is Five Below?
You don't know
like
what
It's like a bougie Dollar Tree.
it is, but it's like $5 and below, so you're paying a little bit more. It's like the, yeah, nice. How you doing, Keith?
I was thinking temperature. I'm doing great. How are you, Brandon?
I'm doing.
Does anyone ever ask you that?
Some people do. Most people don't.
I have like once,
Once.
You asked him once.
Once.
What was his
maybe
answer?
twice.
What
I
was-
don't care.
That was the most raw and real thing that Emmy ever said, and we
That was-
caught it on
That was
camera.
so mean.
It was so mean, but so real. Guys, I hope you're doing well. And guys,
What are you doing, Brandon? Now I feel really bad. That wasn't true.
I'm doing great because we have 3 new patrons this week,
Oh
guys.
my gosh.
3 new patrons, giving a shout out to the breaded one. I thought it was the bearded one. No, it's the breaded one. Quilliam Fancyson and Nightmare Penitentiary, parentheses, Rob and Jackie. So Nightmare Penitentiary, Quilliam Fancyson, the breaded one, some unique names, guys, but
Hell
welcome.
yeah.
Patreon.com/Abingers Podcast. Welcome to the family. Welcome. Hi.
I'm sorry,
Hello.
Rob and Jackie. That sounds like some password sharing, and we're cracking down on that like Netflix.
Yeah, you both join separate, damn it.
No, I'm
We
absolutely
need
joking.
$2 from you. No, I'm joking.
I'm
I like
absolutely
it's-
joking.
Someone's named the bearded one like they could replace
breaded
the
one.
bearded
Breaded.
one.
The breaded
on-
one.
Oh,
I thought it was the bearded one, but it's the breaded
oh,
one.
fuck. The breaded one. Okay, never mind.
I feel like out of the three of us,
And then I'll see myself at.
Bye-bye.
out of the three of us, I am the breaded one.
Oh.
I love bread. I'm like Oprah. I love bread. I love
You know what
two-
bread means sometimes too? Because when you said that, it could have gone probably 2 ways.
I have it on my oh. This is my not school computer. And I have the sticker to remind me why I do my job. It says, "Let's get this bread."
Let's get this bread, the breaded one. Guys, thank you.
No, I'm kidding. That's not why I do my job. It's for the kids.
William Fancyson. I like that name too.
I
William
like that one
Fancyson.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that you don't tell us when we get new patrons, so it's a surprise.
It's a
And like
surprise.
I just assume that we don't have any more new ones, and it's just welcome guys.
We've peaked and plateaued,
Guys,
and that's just
that's 102 total members of the patronage, which
Holy
is
cow.
pretty special. So, guys, thank you so much for joining the breaded one, Quilliam and Nightmare Penitentiary. Really, guys, it means the world to us. If you want to join the Patreon, you can go to patreon.com/Abingers Podcast. $1 a month. You can join for a year. And it's, I think, $10.80 for an entire year to join. You get access to our Discord, some older episodes of ours, a heck of a catalog. You get some extended episodes when we're reviewing MCU content. It's a really good way to keep the lights on for our show. And 102 of you really just let us know to keep on going, and it means the world. So thank you so much, patrons. It really, really does mean the absolute world to us. So thank you.
Bienvenidos al partido de baloncesto.
Okay, what does that mean?
Welcome to the basketball game.
Welcome to the basketball game. And you know who's scoring? Loki. You
Me.
know why?
No,
oh,
not.
Sorry. You came here because you read the title, Loki, Season 2, Episode 3. You want us to talk about it, and here we are. This episode is called 1893. Party like it's 1893, folks. And we are here to give our thoughts on Episode 3. Before we do, we got to get to a shout out. Keith, we got several people last week that answered your question, but one person was quicker than all of them.
One person was incredible. So we got our movie shout out last week. We did a movie quote, and the first person who responded on any of our social media with a comment identifying the movie that quote is from, the movie was indeed Hook. And the one that beat everyone to the finish line was Mr. John Starosky. You, sir, Mad Trivia John from the Mad Trivia podcast, are a champion. And there was a lot of people that you beat out by some of them were seconds. And great job, John. I've been on this podcast before. I think both of you guys have too.
Yes.
And it's a blast. You've been on twice.
Twice as well. Once together.
John, you're awesome.
Yes.
Once together.
Sadly.
Yeah, it was weird.
Shit. That must have been insane.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't think either one of us knew that the other one was going to be on there. Otherwise, I never would have agreed to it.
Honestly, it made the experience less enjoyable. We will never do it again.
No. All right, well, don't listen to that episode, but the episodes that they were on separately, well, Brandon wasn't, but still. Yeah, and so we've got a new quote. Do you want to hear what the new quote is?
What's
you
the
guys
new
can't
quote?
Guess.
You can't guess. Actually, Emmy can guess in the chat. She just can't say it out loud. I thought of that last week when I was editing the show. I'm like, she could guess.
Yeah, because I cannot stop.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Smart.
So we will silently guess is what we'll do, Keith.
Way to bend to her impulse control issues. That's
Teaching me the wrong lesson.
The quote is, if you only do what you can do, you will never be more than you are now. Not only a cool quote, but food for thought. Think about that shit.
That's a beautiful quote. All right.
What movie is that from? Yeah.
First person who drops us a comment on any of our social media, you will get a shout out on the show next week. So drop those comments. Be quick, because it was within, it was like 12 hours of our show being out. Someone immediately responded. So, get those thumbs ready and let us know. Wherever you follow us on social media, drop us a comment. We would love to hear from you. So we are going to continue Loki Season 2, Episode 3. This is a fantastic show. I'm just going to say this. This episode had me hooked the entire time. I loved every second of it. I thought, okay, Jonathan Majors once again. His performance is very unorthodox. It's very interesting, but it works. It really, really works. And the whole time I'm watching this, what is he up to? What's going on? What am I missing here? I think there's bigger things ahead, and I think this is a lot of foreshadowing, and it's going to be a lot of, oh, shit. That was that, and
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
oh, shit.
Yeah.
But
Shit.
I love the performances by everyone. Sylvie, Renslayer, Loki's terrified when he sees even Owen Wilson just eating Cracker Jacks. She's like, I just want to see the bigger picture, man. Like, I want to take my time. You rush in there. That's your style. I like to see everything. I like to, everything about this episode. It was a lot of dialogue, but a lot of dialogue that worked. Also, we have a guy who's a bit of a con man, a guy who's really kind of swindling people. Foreshadowing, maybe a little lies, maybe things he's doing. Also, he does not like partners, and hot damn, I need to talk about Miss Minutes more in detail, because she wanted something, you know what I mean? And Miss Minutes wanted to be, she wanted to be Miss Hours.
According nice. According to Twitter, she's been put in horny jail.
Twitter never lets us down. So anyway, overall,
Yeah, well, but it does though.
it does. The users, I should say, the ones
Yes.
that are Loki fans don't let us down. So honestly, I love this episode. I was hooked. I really was. I was just kind of stuck. This episode really was breezy for me because I was constantly, what's happening? What's happening? What's next? What's next? And everything I was peeling apart like multiple layers because I was like, ooh, this may mean this. This may mean that. Overall, fantastic episode. Loved it. Thumbs up. Loki through 3 episodes. Similar to Loki last season. Fucking fantastic. I really don't have a gripe right now. So, little tiny nitpicks. But no, overall, story-wise is going excellent. So, I'm going to throw it to you, Emmy. What was your thoughts on episode 3 of Loki?
Sorry, I had to clear my throat. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Hot take.
Oh, no.
I didn't love it the first watch. I think that there's something about not being in the TVA and being in a different time the entire time that I just don't vibe with. And it's kind of weird because I really did like when they were on Lamentus in the last season. Like I did, but that was like Sylvie and Loki bonding. And I wanted that story. I don't know that I completely loved it. I gave it a second watch and I did like it a lot more after the second watch because I feel like I caught a little bit more. But sometimes with this show, I think that I'm just not grasping enough for it. Like it's just such a mind fuck that I'm just kind of like, I am lost. And I like feeling like that because it keeps me on my toes. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm very confused, but also, I don't know. Yeah, I liked it a lot more second watch, but I do truly think that something about not being in the TVA right now, like where I feel like quote action is happening, made it lull for me a little bit. And I think that the biggest issue I hate it when women fight over men. I hate it. I hate it. And honestly, it was Renslayer. Yeah. It was Renslayer and Miss Minutes. And then somehow I feel like, even though it was like murdery vibes, Sylvie kind of got in there too. Like they were all fighting over him for maybe different reasons. But like, it was just, that gave me the ick. But looking beyond that, I'm still really excited for this show.
Don't say ick.
I didn't hate the episode. I'm still excited for next week. Because I do think that once more episodes come out and more questions are answered from this episode is going to hold more value. And I have faith in that. But this was not my favorite episode. I didn't love it. It wasn't what I wanted this week.
All right.
But I still liked it.
Keith, tiebreaker. Since Emmy hated it, and she said vehemently,
I didn't say I hated it. Good Lord.
No, Keith, what did you think of this episode?
Are you ready for this?
Ready for it? Yeah.
This episode is like Back to the Future 3.
Oh
no! I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
Hey, Annabelle loved it then. So fuck it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I on the first watch, similar feel. I didn't love it. To me, it was the weakest of the 3. But that doesn't mean it's the weakest Loki episode. There's an episode in season 1 that I would put lower than this. This is still great Loki. And I think on my second watch, I was appreciating more the forwarding of the story, especially for Kang, that it's going to do and play. And I think we'll appreciate it more going forward as well. And it's a great point. I think your point about the Bechdel test thing, like with women fighting over a man, is a very good point as well. I didn't even think about Sylvie too. It's three different women fighting to get to him first, get them all to themselves for 3 completely different reasons.
Yes.
Which I thought was interesting. And I think that there is absolutely no love in what's her name?
Renova.
Renslayer. What's her first name?
Renslayer. Ramona?
Ravonna.
Ravonna. It's
Ravonna Renslayer.
Yep.
Her ambition and power hungriness is what it's all about. For Miss Minutes, it's an obsession with her creator, and then with Sylvie, it is the vengeful need to dismantle the TVA.
Miss Minutes,
and
like,
kill it at its source.
hey, you wanna drop my second hand and see what we can do with this minute. You know what I mean? You know, click, click, tick tock. Okay. Anyway, sorry. How do you get?
Brandon was up
sexy.
until 3 a.m. and then immediately just thinking about clock puns. Since
She's
like all day at work,
hey,
clock pun.
You want to suck my clock? You know, it can go a lot of different ways. Really could. Yeah.
TikTok, put your cock in my clock.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Miss Minutes was like, I think it's time that we change the time. You know what I mean? Anyway, I don't know. Fuck it.
Make my
mine was
gears
better.
sticky.
Yeah.
Sorry. But no, I watching it the second time,
Yes.
I was like, this episode has a lot of amazing set design, character development, costuming. Like the fact that a lot of it didn't feel CG, it felt like they actually built practical sets for this. It might have been small areas, but like that was all real to my knowledge. There wasn't like a ton of like scanned fake extras or CG environment. It felt real, and it felt like a good amount of money was put into that. And if you're going to do a show that deals with time travel and has the budget that Disney has, then put it into that kind of practical feel. And that's why I loved it for that aspect. So I think the second time watch through, I enjoyed it a lot more. Like I say, it's not at all the lowest Loki episode, and we can get into that later if you're wondering what the hell my least favorite Loki episode is. But no, I enjoyed the hell out of it for a lot more the second time.
All right. Watch it twice, guys. You may like it.
There you go.
A little bit more if you're on the fence about it. So, yeah. So overall, we're going to get to Rotten Tomatoes now and see where we're at. I think we were at 87% last week and 85% the week before. Judging by Keith and Emmy, they were a little lukewarm to this one. So because of that, I'm going to drop the show to, we usually guess the critic score, 83%. I'm going to drop it down a decent amount, but not too much. I think the overall score is going to stay relatively the same because, Keith, when we talked about the episode 1, there was a lot of people that had the first 4 episodes already reviewed. So I don't think it's going to be a major change, but I'm going to say 83.
I'm going to say 82.
Oh, one lower. Emmy.
Too bad this isn't Price is Right.
Oh, shit.
So critics actually went up 2% to 89%.
Oh my goodness. I loved it.
That's 2% that they took from audiences because audiences went down to
I guess I'm just
90.
I guess I'm more of a critic because I love this episode and you two hated it. It's crazy. So
I did not hate it. I gotta do it. My nitpicks are at the bottom.
All right.
Up
Good
my
deal. No. So, hey, that's awesome. That is good stuff. Loki hanging on tough. What's Google and IMDb and all the fun ones talking about?
So IMDb stayed exactly the same at 8.2 and Google users stayed exactly the same at 89%.
Okay. Good deal. So 1893, we start out in Loki episode 3 land.
1893. If you guys had watched Hamilton, you would get that reference, and I hate that you haven't.
I've seen it. I refuse to get any reference. Damn it.
Oh, that's angry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Tell her, Keith. Anyway.
What he said.
Yeah, I liked it. So we were in Chicago in 1868, actually. So the title of the show lied to us. It should have been called 1868. No, just joking. But Renslater's with Miss Minutes, and Miss Minutes is like, hey, you need to leave this guidebook by the window here specifically. He made the plans. So, oh no, am I cutting out?
Yes.
Damn, that sucks. Hold on.
That's okay.
I will.
We can fix this.
Give me 1 second. All right. Hold on. Let me do my wonderful thing.
I think he likes it more than I like Hamilton.
Okay. Recording in 3, 2, 1. So we are in 1868, and it's Miss Minutes with Renslayer, and Miss Minutes is basically listening to He Who Remains. This is all a plot by He Who Remains. Hey, so it lets me know, even when he thought the end is here, he was thinking, how can I come back? How can I figure my way back to the top? It's kind of mind fuckery when you think about the first season, too. Because the whole time he's like, this is it. You fuck with me, you don't know what's coming around the corner. And yet he's still thinking how he can position a version of himself at the top. And he may think this is the most sensible version that's left. I don't know. What, Emmy?
That's what Miss Minutes says.
Oh,
okay. You're going to fuck with my mind now, Emmy. What do you think?
I think that Miss Minutes is evil, and I don't think that she has anybody's best interest in mind except for her own.
Why would she?
She wants a body, and she wants to bang Kang.
Yeah.
Oh, she wants to Kang bang Kang right away.
She wants that. She wants that Kang Wang so she can bang. Yeah, that's really nice. So that is a very good point. That is a very good point.
I don't know.
You don't know who to trust.
Well, yeah, and I don't trust Miss Minutes as far as I can throw her, and I think I could actually throw her pretty far.
Yeah,
if you can get a hold of her.
Not when she's a big ghost. Woo! She's
Wouldn't we all just walk through her?
I would hope.
OB's gonna have to come up with something to contain that clock lady.
That cartoon clock.
She touches things. She touches the flags whenever she becomes the ghost.
Mm-hmm.
So she's
that's kind of scary then. So
what is that called?
Or could she be like Vision?
She's touchy.
She's tangible? No, that's not it. Is that it?
I'd say tangible.
Yeah, technically, yeah.
She's
touchy.
That we sound smart. So,
but I agree with you. She's full of shit. He's full of shit. I think He Who Remains was full of shit. I think everybody's a con person in this, and we don't know what the fuck their plan was, but we know they got a plan for every after plan. When that plan fails, they got another plan B, C, H, Z.
Plop the book in this dude's home, and he literally goes, and it's the TVA guidebook. It's OB's TVA guidebook, and he learns all about the TVA. And this is a really cool, interesting point they make throughout the show. Is he's basically he's kind of a prisoner of his time, like technology-wise. He cannot develop the things he wants. He has all the minds and all the capability, but none of the resources. And he says that multiple times. Yet there's still this, I don't know, throughout this entire show, and we're going to skip ahead a little bit just to follow He Who Remains, or I guess timely in this one, where obviously Loki sees him. Loki's terrified of this guy. I don't remember him ever being scary in the first season of Loki. So it was shocking to see Loki's reaction to him. Almost like, this is bad. Oh my God. I was like, was he really that nerve-wracking to begin with? I don't know. He never felt like a scary presence, or more just like a unnerving. What does this mean?
Menacing.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, here's what could happen.
Right.
Here's all the bad things that could happen.
And maybe that fear is what's powering Loki's response.
I was going to say, one of my favorite things about, Tom Hiddleston, this might be the best acting this season. Is the best acting I think I've seen him do, and I never thought he was a bad actor. He's just gotten better over time, and
I agree
he's
with
put
that.
in this position, this weird position. I think when he I think it's the first episode of season 1 where he's saying is this the ultimate power of the universe? He's looking at the TVA as this new,
you feel it,
perfect power for him to take over if he wants to. That's his goal. But then it's if this is the ultimate power, and then this guy is above, and it's all a veneer, it's all bullshit, and this guy's controlling and pulling all the strings, that's the guy to be scared of. And I think that in his constant battle or search for manipulating his way to the top, he's met his match. There's a con man who's better than him, more powerful than him, and has thought of every possible outcome. So he believed him when He Who Remains displayed how terrifying all his other variants could be if posing a threat. So I think his acting in that scene where Owen Wilson's Mobius is you said he was this scary man, you described him so scary, and he's he is scary, and he's staring straight ahead, and he's not believable. He's petrified.
It's believable. Every fucking thing. It almost makes you unnerved. Oh God, okay, what does he see that I don't see? What's going on? It's almost like I felt like I was missing something, but not in a bad way. Just more so, this feels very something's ahead. I think Marvel is foreshadowing with how Loki is acting. I really do. There's definitely something on the horizon with this version of Kang. So anyway,
he feels far scarier than he did in Quantumania. Just saying.
Yeah. Oh God,
Yeah.
they fucked up on Quantumania. I'm sorry. When he loses to ants, I'm sorry. Fuck.
Okay, no. I'm sorry. Victor Timely seems like he is a person with a speech impediment and maybe a bit of autisms, and he kind of seems like just kind of a lovable, like he's just clumsy. He doesn't. I don't know that this is a better variant of Kang, if we're gonna call Victor Timely that, just because he just seems so clumsy.
Yeah.
He just seems like he's gonna fumble it.
He does feel like the one that we are meant to root for in a lot of ways. And then you see a bit of an ego kind of pierce through that, and it's like, okay, well, what could he become if given?
Yeah. I think that's the fear.
Things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's like a con man. He's kind of a fake, a phony, and just like kind of seems like he might be a little bit not as competent as the King that we saw in Quantumania.
Oh,
so I'm gonna
I would say maybe not as conniving, but definitely as competent. As weird as that sounds, like, because his inventions in his mind, I think, is so
because the time hasn't caught up to his.
Correct. And like they even say, like, this temporal loom basically that he's developed back in the 1800s is very present of the bigger thing that is ahead. You know, he's already designing stuff that He Who Remains did in much greater detail because he had probably more resources and more tools available to him.
And if you think about the amount of like a mental, like a total weight that would be on his shoulders of having the ability to do all the things that Kang can eventually do, and how that could drive him crazy or drive him to a point of, you know, the name is, he's a conqueror. So if you had the ability, all of time at your, you know, mercy, and control, and then that would eventually you think about like billionaires, like you can't even put your brain in the place of a billionaire or multi-billionaire and what that could do to a person. Imagine being way more powerful than all the billionaires that we know about combined, and then some, and then put on top of that his ability to stay still in time as long as he wants, so he can think of whatever else he wants to think of. Like that amount of, it's not a gift. I feel like it would be a burden on him because he's not just letting natural time exist. And you know, you're given a crumb of humanity every time you think about how little time we have on this planet. And he has all of it. He has every second he wants, every eons. They bring up eons multiple times in this episode. And it's crazy to think like what that would do to the human psyche.
Or the human
villain,
or the human development, you know, because we saw how much he developed with all that time. You know, it's kind of crazy.
This is my villain origin story. Everything you described just sounded fantastic.
Terrifying.
Being more powerful than all the billionaires and having all the time in the world.
Finally, I'd learned clarinet.
It took
that would
eons.
Not be what I spent my time on.
It took eons, and I finally figured out here is B flat.
I never got enough spit on that reed. I didn't have time.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Not enough spit on the wood. It usually happens, but you know, you just gotta keep going. All right.
We skipped over the Marvel logo music.
Oh,
which was probably
I apologize. I'm just doing the Victor Von Timely thing. I'm not doing
it's not chronological.
Not an order of events, but the old
you put a Von in there.
Sorry, Von. Victor
like,
Von
all
Doom.
Marvel villains must have a Von in there.
It has to have Von. I'm so dooming it right now. Sorry, but no, the old timey Marvel Studios logo or the Marvel Studios logo with the old timey music playing was fucking awesome. I fucking loved it.
It truly was amazing.
Yeah, I loved it too. Like I love when Marvel takes their theme or does something with a twist with their character, like Spider-Man Homecoming when they played the intro. It was the Spider-Man music. I cannot wait for the X-Men when they have a Marvel Studios movie, because you know that classic 90s. If that they're gonna do that in a big symphony, and I'm gonna lose my fucking shit, and I can't wait. Anyway, sorry.
Yes. Are we just talking about Victor Timely?
I really wanted to follow his throughout and it's okay. I'm sorry.
I think that was one of my, originally watching it the first time, I think one of my nitpicks to make me not enjoy it as much the first time watching was that it didn't have a lot to do with Loki and Mobius. It was very much a Victor Timely, Renslayer, Miss Minutes episode. And that's, second watch, that wasn't a bad thing. It's at all. I'm glad that I got to know them a little bit better, but that's probably what I was missing from the first time through.
Mm-hmm.
I think that you're absolutely right, is I wanted more Loki and Mobius.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it didn't have to do with them being in the TVA. I just wanted more of that relationship.
The relationship. I mean, it's a fantastic thing. I will say though, with Timely, we see him, he's an inventor and investors, and he does not partner with anyone. That was a key point, to a point where he is willing to just ditch Renslayer at the thought of partnership. It was kind of odd. It was kind of a weird, like,
no,
wrong word.
No.
What were you gonna say?
That was Miss Minutes. That was completely Miss Minutes getting in his fucking head. I'm sorry. Miss Minutes is the villain.
She said it and he pulled away before, like it almost felt like it was kind of it didn't feel like it was because of Miss Minutes. It felt like Miss Minutes was like, oh, you heard that too? Like,
she yes-anded it for sure.
Throw her off the boat.
Yeah, because like, well, I was watching this with Renee, and Renee,
the only way.
Renee immediately, when she said partner, before Miss Minutes said something, Renee goes, oh, she said partner, and it was.
He pulls his hand back.
Right away. Exactly. I don't think it was a Miss Minutes thing. I do think it is a Victor Von Timely. I'm going to say fucking Von Timely every time. I love it. I think it sounds good. But it was.
It's an ego thing. It's an ego thing. He's a narcissist, and he wants it to be all him or nothing. So I'm very curious what the hell is going to make Renslayer actually be a partner, like on that recording that we heard earlier.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Yeah, see?
Clever.
Exactly. And so
you know who I really love?
Mm-hmm.
Ivan Von Vonko from Iron Man 2.
Amy, I am editing all this out of the show. No one will hear this.
Ivan Von Vonko? Is that what we're calling him now?
I am, and the hero that defeated him, Tony Von Stark, fucking wonderful.
Tony Von Stark.
Loved it.
With the sharks were in the Von Water? Yeah.
Yes, and War Von Machine. It was fucking awesome.
You know what else I love? Captain Von Roger.
Yeah, no.
And Bucky Von Barnes.
Bucky Von Barnes might be the best one, actually. The Avengers. I love it. The Avengers. Yes. So we see, obviously, he has to pick up his greatest work before he goes to the TVA, and he's very purposeful about this. Like, the fucking future is ahead of him, beyond his wildest dreams, and he's still, I have to go get this one thing. And it is his prototype, his life's work. And he even said what it is, right? It's a time, like, didn't he say it was like a time machine? Or what did I don't know. Shit.
He did say, he said it's it's not a way to harness time. That's what the loom was.
Mm-hmm.
It was
but it was very
way to manipulate time or something.
Yes. And it was very apparent that he went out of his way to have this. And to me, why? There's usually a why. And I don't know. He didn't bring his reclining fridge with him. He didn't do that. So yeah, I mean, obviously keeping drinks cold don't mean shit, but he wanted to take this. It was very, very.
I'll say that was in his kind of like his fake laboratory. This is a con man we're talking about. That fridge was bullshit. That was a red herring.
Yes.
That was not bullshit. That actually works.
Yeah, touche.
Sure.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Amy, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, you guys know what that was, right?
What?
No.
What?
I don't know. I want you to. What was it?
That was a ship from Quantumania.
No, it wasn't.
That little model? Yeah, that was a ship.
Oh my fucking God, you genius. That is wonderful.
That's why he had to go get it. I'm assuming it looked a lot like it. Fuck me if I'm wrong, but
well,
I feel like I've got chip for brains.
Sounds like you're gonna win either way, Emmy. If you're either right or you're happy being wrong. But that's, I mean, that's crazy. All right, that could be.
Y'all watched it twice?
I did, but I was out of it that second time. I'll be honest. Staying up till 3 in the morning.
I kind of snuck my second watch in while at work. Don't tell my boss.
Don't tell his boss. Don't do it.
Don't tell. Don't watch YouTube, boss. He doesn't know how to use YouTube.
Good. What is it? Is it your tube? What tube is it? Anyway,
my tube? I've never heard of it.
But yeah, that was his ship, and then he also got notes that he had kind of hidden and kind of thrown all across his lab so that if anybody got like one piece of it, they wouldn't be able to put it all together. Like only he can put it all together. Because there was at one point he like climbed up on a chair to get one off of a chalkboard, and they were just like strewn across his lab.
Wow.
Fuck.
So
Emmy
it wasn't
with the keen eye. My gosh.
Listen, I got more, man. I got more. I dove deep that second watch, man.
I mean, and it's to the point where everyone is trying to kill him. Like the Ferris wheel scene. Loki is like, he's the key. The whole time I'm Team Sylvie here. The whole time I'm like, kill him. He's a threat. And Loki.
Really?
Yes, because Loki is making no sense to me. Every time Sylvie was talking, Sylvie made perfect sense to me. Sylvie was like, you're leading him right back to the fucking TVA. What are you doing? And basically, like Loki he's operating off of, we don't have another choice or all these timelines are going to be fucked. And Sylvie's like,
Mobius's fault.
Yeah. And like, Sylvie's like, but you're leading the guy we did all this to create all this back to the throne, essentially, is what you're leading him back into it.
That's a later problem. We have a very much now problem.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I'm on board with Mobius there. And maybe
Sylvie,
it's because
I was like, cut his throat, Sylvie. Yeah.
Maybe because they made this Victor Timely, this King variant.
Victor
so
Von Timely.
What did I call him?
You said Victor Timely, correct?
Oh, excuse me.
My goodness.
God,
My bad. How dare I get somebody's name right?
Thank you.
Unsubscribe.
Yeah. Anyway, Amy Vaughn, what were you saying?
The way that they made him, they did make him lovable because he was a bit of a goof. Like he was a bit of a, like he just seemed like when he crawled out of the window and he was like, oh, they tracked us. No, they didn't. They went around the back of the house, man. They didn't track shit.
I will say, I did feel that part towards the end where Sylvie is face to face with him. And he said, like, my heart, it's beating. I'm not the same person that you know. Or
you don't know the heart that beats inside my chest.
And I was like, motherfucker, he convinced me. He did at that point. And I was like, God damn it. Because I probably would do the exact. I love this when I can relate to a story. When I'm sitting there in Sylvie's shoes and I'm totally like, yep, fuck this threat. Get rid of it. And he says that. And I'm like, no, that's such a good point. That's good writing to me. And
good acting.
And great acting.
The way that
great
Jonathan
acting.
Majors has a actor's dream right now, being able to play a billion versions of the same dude, essentially, and like the fact that his little staccatic way of speaking in this episode was so notable, and it's like, okay, that I feel that's a through line. The He Who Remains version of him didn't talk like that, but the Kang that we saw in Quantumania did, just to in a different way, different style on it. But yeah, this is really fucking great stuff. Good for him.
It really shows his range as an actor, that we've seen 3 different versions of him. And I could honestly say, like, the differences between all 3, like he has played this character,
and yet not so different that he's not some other dude. He's still, whatever you want to call him.
Well said.
Like
well
40
said.
more names for him.
The King Who Remains, the Conqueror, Ramatuk, the
Kang
Von Timely.
You both said Vaughn at the exact same time. It was amazing. Your bullshit was different, but the Vaughn was in sync. It was amazing to hear, guys. I just want you to know.
And the Vaughn is your bullshit that you forced on us.
Thanks. People listening on the pod will be like, damn, that Vaughn was literally like Vaughn. Oh, it sounded like stereo. It was wonderful. But yeah, I think that's a really great point there, guys. And as much as I think he's a threat, and I still think, this guy is bad news. Obviously, he's going to be. It's not called Avengers Timely Dynasty. It's Kane,
I think you mean Von Timely Dynasty.
Von Timely Dynasty. The Avengers. Everyone's like, fucking get off the Von joke. It's not funny anymore. And I understand. I'm sorry. I really feel, obviously, that he's an impending threat. And I think we're going to see him rise. These 6 episodes is going to be the threat that I wanted. Please don't. Please don't. Amy, please stop.
I'm sorry.
No, Keith, don't encourage it. Don't encourage it. No,
it's a different song, but I like it.
What is the nickname that they've gotten? People are shipping Mobius and Loki. What is the nickname online? I forget.
Oh, I haven't seen this.
Mobius? Mobi?
I think it's Moki.
Oh, Moki
Okay.
sounds good. If it's not, we're
We got
changing it. Moki
Yeah,
is perfect.
It's Moki.
Yeah.
It's Moki now, for
Yeah.
sure. We got some great Moki moments, and I know we're skipping ahead to Victor Von Timely, but the Moki moments, oh, they're beautiful in this one.
They are. I love when they're eating Cracker Jacks, and he's like, "Isn't this wonderful? Don't you like it?" He's like, "It tastes like ash," and he's like, oh, like almost he's disappointed. Like, you don't mean that. You don't mean it tastes like ash.
I wish, because without subtitles, I feel like ash and ass are very, very, very
ass.
similar words. And I knew it was ash. I really wish you would have just been like, "This tastes like ass." That sounds like something my kids would say.
I think ash made more sense. I was happy he said
because
ash.
he's a Norse god.
Yeah, maybe Norse gods
but,
like to eat ass. Maybe if it tastes like ass, it's a good thing. You don't know.
I don't
That's
know,
fair.
but you know what you can do? Suck my butt.
Suck my butt,
There you
everybody.
go. Probably tastes like ash. The part I was thinking about was when they walk up to at the fair. They walk up to the Norse god little temple area, and he's not there. And Mobius, as usual, is trying to boost Loki's ego in a positive way, and his confidence. He says, sometimes I forget that you're one of them. You are one of them. Blows my mind. And I was like, that is so sweet that he's trying to still it's not that he forgets that he's a Norse god. It's that he forget that, he knows him so well now that it's like, but you are a hero. You're a folklore hero, goddammit, and you can be still.
I love Loki just completely it's completely inaccurate. It's a crash generalization of an entire culture with a simple diorama. And I love Loki's fuck this. And he's like, well, doesn't that look like them? And it does. It looks just like fucking Odin. And he's like, what? Fuck now. He just blows it off. But it's pretty hilarious. The generalization kind of does look like Odin. So anyway, I thought it was great.
Yeah. Well, and he's like, who even is Balder? No one even knows who he is. He was supposed to be in the Thor movies, and it was supposed to be played by, I read today, Daniel Craig.
Oh,
until
nice.
I believe, backed out. But yeah, they had concept art and everything for him, and then it didn't happen.
Awesome.
TBD.
I feel like, thank God.
I like Daniel Craig.
Norse gods.
Now I kind of want him to be in the next episode.
Me too.
That would have been, I feel like that would have been too much. When you think back to Thor had a lot going on already. I don't know.
Oh yeah, don't throw him in, especially Thor 1. Let it be.
Make
Thor
a
and
dark
Loki's.
world or something, because that movie sure needed more. Anyway.
Needed a Balder.
Yeah.
It had too much. Are you kidding me?
No, the movie sucked. It had too much shit. Take some of the shit out and put Balder in there.
And plug in Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig is phenomenal. I love Daniel Craig.
Plug him in like a nice air freshener.
Yes,
plug him right in
I
there.
will take more Daniel Craig in my life. That fucking thing, ladies and gentlemen. The Weeknd. That fucking meme is so fantastic.
That GIF is great.
God, I love it. So there's a Twitter account that literally posts that every Friday, and it's just the GIF. And they post it. They have thousands of followers, and it's literally, ladies and gentlemen, The Weeknd. Over. They don't post anything else except that one GIF, and it's fucking fantastic. I love the internet. Anyway, go on. Sorry.
I love how Mobius walks away and Loki's still standing in front of it, and he just has to get one last jab in there, and he goes, "Thor's not that tall."
Yeah. I love that
Like, it hurt him to compliment anything about it.
I think he genuinely loves his brother, but I also feel like he feels slighted always, and he feels like he has to prove himself.
Brother's shadow.
It is, and I love that. It's a very real feeling for little brothers. It really is, especially when there is such a difference and a different expectation as well for both brothers. And I love that.
Blame Odin. I blame Odin 1,000% because he still laid that on them, that you were both born to be king. What?
Yeah.
How?
No, bullshit. Bullshit, Odin. Yeah.
Mean.
Yeah. But I already, took care of one of my children. Don't make me take care of one of you. Golly, hella, poor thing. Yeah. Anyway.
We don't allow queens here.
Yeah, fuck that. Hella was awesome. God, I love Thor 3. That's a great movie. That's a great fucking movie. Anyway, sorry. We're going off the rails.
We're also being introduced to a theme with Mobius that he's always eating. And it feels like Brad Pitt in any Brad Pitt movie.
Has to
He's
eat.
always eating.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he signed up. He's like, yeah, I'll be in Loki for 5 more seasons as long as I can have snacks.
Some key lime pie, some Cracker Jacks. Make it a good
He
experience.
really is always eating.
Yeah.
McDonald's.
Yeah,
Don't ruin my
McDonald's.
salad. I was gonna
Don't-
eat
yeah.
Apple
Oh my
pie.
gosh.
Like, gentlemen, we're having apple pie together. Like, God,
That's 4 out of 9 episodes. that we
Mobius
just named
cooking
right
show.
there.
Make a Mobius cooking show. No, like where they cook for Mobius and Moby just judges it. And he's like, wow, you really went all
Did you
out
just
for
call
this.
him Moby?
Mobius, but I can say Moby. That's a great.
No, you said and Moby just judges him. Like you're friends with him now.
No, I said Mobius just. The replay will show that I'm.
Okay.
Moby Von Us.
Keith,
New name.
it's overplayed. It's done. We're done.
we are the kings and queens of running a joke into the ground
Into the
way
ground.
farther than it needs to go.
Just drilling.
I'll beat a
it
dead
down.
horse.
Yeah.
I'll beat a dead goat.
Yeah. I'll beat something, but it won't be dead.
Oh.
Sorry, what?
Oh
Is everyone okay?
my god.
Sorry, what's going on? What are we talking about? Are we okay? Anyway.
Oh yeah, we're still
about
talking.
Go ahead, Abby.
We're still talking about Victor Von Timely.
Oh my God! Stop.
He sold his invention for $1,000, and I did the inflation.
What's the inflation?
Did you do the inflation too?
Well,
Did you
oh,
also do it?
Did
Yeah,
you
I
get
did.
the same
Yeah, I did.
number?
Go ahead,
I
go ahead. Tell.
yeah,
I
need
want
to
to
know.
make sure that we got the same. Okay, so
Say it at the
$1,000
same
in
time.
1893 was the same as for U.S. American dollars
Okay.
was $3,419.88.
Or
Yeah?
46,000 loonies to you Canadians.
Oh, see, I got $3,319 or sorry, Canadian maple leaves in 88.
Yeah,
Well, I
Maple Leaf.
rounded up
cents.
the USD amount. I rounded up to 35, and then I changed that to Canadian loonies.
You actually have something called loonies?
That's our dollars. That's our coins.
I
We don't
okay,
have
so
bills.
we
can't make it rain. It hurts too
So
much.
that song.
you make it hail.
Yes.
That's from somebody else a long time ago. Okay, because I was like, I thought that you guys, because I know Australians have Australian dollars.
That makes sense.
I don't. For some reason, I thought that Canadians had Canadian dollars. I didn't realize.
We do. We do. No, we still call them dollars.
But what
It's
are
still-
loonies?
Coins.
Loonies are just the name of the coin.
the coin.
Like, do you have a nickname for your $1 bill?
George.
Well, there isn't a George on ours. There's a fucking waterfowl, and it's a loon. So we call them loonies.
Oh, okay, yeah. Whenever I go to the strip club, I make it rain Georges. You know how people got them Benjamins, I got them Georges.
When I go to the strip club, I say duck.
Yeah.
And just throw a shit ton of birds at people.
There's a reason why there's a lot less strip clubs in Canada. They're
Mm.
just not as successful with the loons. It's just not
Yep.
good. So
You pull a waterfowl.
That's
you
it.
Make
That's
a mess.
it.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, so hey, I know we kind of touched on it, but I want to go back to it a little bit. Miss Minutes. I thought
Are you
this
done with
horny
Victor
jam.
Von Timely?
we stopped that, and then we talked about the bromance between Loki and Mobius, and now we're going to Miss Minutes. Are you on the show, Emmy? Are you with us? Are you
I
here?
don't understand this format.
I think
I'm not following the map that you sent.
It's okay. You don't like doing anything on the fly, so this is her way of protesting in the middle of the show.
I'm here in Frontierland.
Well, I realized I was like replaying the entire show that I just watched, and that annoys me. So, but I will say, Miss Minutes, I thought it was an interesting take with her. I was not ready for this version of Miss Minutes, and I don't know how to feel about it, really. In all seriousness, yes, it's an AI who is able to make her own decisions. She can make any whim, she's able to, like, that was how she was programmed, except having a real body. That was the only thing. Tara Strong voices Miss Minutes. And I think Tara Strong is a fantastic voice actress. I think she is wonderful. I don't know where this is going. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what this is. I just thought it was an interesting, I don't know. It felt very left field for me. Like, is this important to the overall narrative? Maybe it is. Maybe it'll show out in the next 3 episodes. But it just more felt shoehorned to me a little bit. If I'm going to talk about nitpicks, I guess it's more like what does this have to do with the thing that are going on? Or is she going to roll alongside him and be in the physical form? I don't know. It was just weird. It was weird. I was not ready for Miss Minutes to be sitting at the side and going, huh. Well, yeah, you can hold his hand, but he still loves me. Like, I wasn't ready for that shit. It was so fucking weird. Anyway, Emmy, what were your thoughts?
Well, I can tell you how you were supposed to feel towards Miss Minutes. You were definitely supposed to be horny.
I missed that.
Yeah, must have.
Yeah.
I know it's hard to catch sometimes.
No, I can usually hold it in my hand. It's not a problem catching it. I just didn't have it. Sorry. What are we talking about?
Clock jokes.
Clock jokes. Suck my clock. Anyway, no, I just didn't get it. I don't know.
Renslayer's trying to clock block her.
Oh, nice. Oh,
all right, guys.
That's got to have been said.
Oh, that's good.
You're retiring from the
was-
podcast? I get it. I get it.
Yeah, bye.
That
Emmy.
was very nice.
Oh, she liked it, so she's staying
No,
on the
I did.
podcast. Okay, good.
I did. Sorry, I had the thought that I was gonna, and I didn't have time to process. But it was nice. It was
Okay.
nice.
It was nice. Okay.
Sometimes I can't do 2 things at once.
You sounded like one of my girlfriends in high school. Instead of laughing at my jokes, she goes, "That was funny."
Oh,
I was just like,
I can't imagine that you guys aren't together anymore. That's shocking to hear.
"Oh no, I married her." No, I'm kidding.
I was gonna say, I don't think this is the person. Okay, I was gonna say you guys have been together a lot longer than I realized. So shit. Anyway, sorry, Emmy.
okay. I have a crazy wild out there theory, and I DM'd it to Whitney last night because I didn't want to put it in the Discord because we're not supposed to. But I wanted it to be on record that I had this theory, so that if I'm right, I'm right, and
Okay.
if I'm not, it's just Whitney who knows that I was wrong. So
Well, you're about to put it out
smart.
much further in the world now. So you ready
I
to take that
completely
step?
understand that.
Okay, let's go. What's your theory?
okay, Ravonna is
Mhm.
Miss Minutes. Period.
What is your supporting
Huh?
argument for that? Why do you think they're the same?
I think, well, they both obviously, for a second there, they both had the hots for Victor Timely. Also-
you're struggling not to.
I am.
Yeah,
I am.
I can tell. I can see it. I can see that you want to bring the Vaughn in there.
Yeah, I did that time. Okay. So Miss Minutes is obsessed with getting a body. And Ravonna is obsessed with being a partner with Timely. Miss
Okay.
Minutes is also obsessed with being a partner with Timely, but like is trying to kick her out. It's just
It's kind of
it's a way.
it's too on the nose there. You feel like those two could marry into one another.
Yeah.
Mm.
I feel like Ravonna got pruned at some point, and instead of putting her back into it, they downloaded Miss Minutes somehow. Okay, the spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't seen Get Out, just skip ahead 10 seconds, but I think that they get out at her. I think that they put
I don't think
Miss
they're
Minutes
they got in order, and they got her out. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't agree.
I
but
don't
I do like that theory.
I don't agree either. I don't think they're the same person. You think they're the same person right now, or you think they're going to do that?
I think that's
I think
the
that
plan.
Miss Minutes is a past Miss Minutes, and I think that Ravonna is not a future Miss Minutes, but like in Miss Minutes' future. Like Miss
You
Minutes
think
eventually
Ravonna's gonna be-
turns into
Okay. You
Oh.
think that they're going to
Ravonna. I
somehow
keep saying her
get
name wrong.
Miss Minutes like essence or brain inside Ravonna's body?
yeah,
the
but
future?
then okay, it falls apart a little bit because part of my reasoning was that at the very end, Miss Minutes says, "I've got a secret for you, and you're going to be really mad when I tell you."
Yeah.
And that was the secret that I thought she was going to say is, "Bitch, you're me. Buckle
You've
up,
been me
Buttercup."
The whole time.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Because
Time joke.
so I was going to ask that question, and now that you've already kind of answered what your immediate thought was, first, Keith, on this theory, you said, no, you don't think that. Why do you not think Emmy's theory here? Or is it just too out there?
I did a really shit job of explaining it, honestly.
It's all good. We still love you.
I have read a theory about that, but I'm not sure how it lines up. I didn't want to read too much into it yet. So I'm on the fence of whether to run with this theory, because it could be some kind of thing like that where she's like going to be set up to be somehow possessed by Miss Minutes. I just don't know how the hell they would do that. And I don't know that, because to me, Ravonna has no romantic feelings for Victor Timely or Kang or any of them. She is purely power hungry. So I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, you feel like they have two different motives, which means how can they be the same person? Yeah, no, I think that's a strong argument. I agree.
And then I'm thinking like future versions of Ravonna where she's like talking like Miss Minutes and like really bright and happy and jumping around. It's like, whoa.
Wow.
That is something I think that the actress could do, but I'm like, I don't know if I want to see that.
Just because you can do it doesn't mean you should.
Exactly.
Welcome to the South, because that's my thought about multiple people that have that accent. Ugh, don't do it. Anyway, I'm from Tennessee. Amy's from Tennessee.
I immediately apologize for doing that.
No, it's okay. It's a real thing. It is not.
That was really offensive, Keith.
Yeah.
How would you feel if I was just like, I'm going to talk about
a boot? It's a boot. Why is your accent so shitty? You literally were like, I'm going to talk about, I'm going to get to my cute, like.
I went to Jimmy Fallon's like the yeah.
You think that's
Canadian. What I think Canadians sound like. Yeah. I'm really sorry. That was offensive. Honestly, I'm gonna call myself out for it.
Yeah, it's all good. We're good. But
do you want me to do my British accent?
We were number 16 in film reviews on Apple Podcasts. Hey, shout out to our UK listeners. You guys are fucking awesome. So awesome. Seriously.
I apologize to all of you.
You want to hear my British accent? My name's Emmy. My God.
Yeah.
They're all turned off right then. They're like, fuck this. I ain't supporting this shit anymore. Oh.
This podcast's over, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, good deal.
One last point that I have on my pretty butt shit theory is whenever at the very beginning of the episode and Ravonna says, you back up, like you don't let anybody see you, you don't exactly blend in here. I think that was foreshadowing of Miss Minutes at least getting a body, because she doesn't blend in here because she's a ghost clock.
That's a good point.
But Ravonna saying it made me think. On second watch, I was like, "Blah! This proves my theory."
You were really confident heading in, and we just kind of
yeah, y'all kicked the shit out of me, and it's fine.
Hey, it can happen. I just don't. Yeah.
I honestly, I'm talking through it. I was really confident about it last night, though.
I think you're onto something. I think that they are definitely. There's definitely some foreshadowing going on for Miss Minutes getting a body. I have no clue how they're gonna put her inside Ravonna. I'm hoping
they clone her?
Doesn't happen. I'll put her inside her variant. Because there's definitely feelings from Victor Timely toward Ravonna.
Towards Ravonna, yeah.
And she saw that, so if she can have the body of a Ravonna, but a mind of a Minute.
Oh. Like, he liked this body. She got that gout. Yacht.
What? She got gout? What? You're eating too many rich meats.
It's short for goddamn.
Oh. Okay.
When Emmy tries to be hip with the kids, the older she gets, the less cool she becomes, and the harder she tries to cling to the shit. And it's the funniest progression to watch. She's like, stands for goddamn.
You know who? Okay, I gotta shout out Whitney because Whitney taught me that. I didn't know that one. My kids don't say that.
Double shout out, Whitney. You're getting double shout outs. I went to our Discord while we took a piss break. Hi, and I went to our Discord and it was let me see which channel was it in. It was in Talk with Only Gifts, and she had, ladies and gentlemen, The Weekend, and we were just talking about it. Did not see that gif.
Wow.
I thought you had seen it.
No,
she did post it earlier
but
today.
it was perfect. I was like, oh shit! So
it's amazing.
Yeah. So anyway, Whitney gets a double shout out. So yay. Discord. You get access for $1. Patreon.com/Abingers Podcast. Be a part of the community. Fucking, it's fun. It's good stuff.
It is. It's a good time.
Truly is. My other point was going to be that it seems like Victor and Ravonna have like they've got a little bit of chemistry going on until he dumps her off the side of the boat, at which point she comes back as Revenge X. I'm going to fucking throw your clothes out on the street, set fire to your house, and steal your dog. Like,
oh man, really intense there.
Fuck.
Yeah, shit. It just kept getting worse and worse. I was like, oh, okay, close out on the street's not too bad. And then you just kept going. I was like, oh, fuck. Yeah.
well, I mean, she was going to murder him. So
With the pruner Mark 1.
Yeah. And he developed a pruner. I was kind of shocked to see the pruner back in the 1800s. She was like, and it was all sparky and shit. Like, it was like, it may fuck up, but it don't matter. We'll get your ass out of here. It blew my mind how much he developed. Really. That's crazy. So, anyway.
It's dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
but that,
Are
I
the
feel like
kids
that could
saying
be,
that?
oh, not really. It's bussin'. For real.
God damn. I don't even know. Okay. Emmy, sorry. Keep going. I give up. I don't know these things, and I'm too old to give a shit. Anyway.
And it has eked its way into my vocabulary. I said thanks, fam, to a teacher friend tonight.
I'm now starting to say less. I say that now. Like when someone's like giving me instruction or something, I'm like, yeah, say less. Like when I get it, I'm like, fuck, I'm saying that. And I know I'm that old guy that's saying that shit. And it's like, ugh.
It sounds so rude. Like, say less. It's like, that person probably went home thinking, do I talk
too much? You say that to Keith, he's going to be in his mind all week. Like,
Yeah.
God damn, I didn't mean, I spent 20 minutes talking about that. I didn't mean, no, you didn't. You
I
talked.
finally built up the courage to say more, and I'm being told to
Say less, fam.
Talk less, smile more.
Oh my God, the voice of an angel just sometimes just seeps into our airwaves. I don't know who ends up singing, but it's amazing. So
Yeah.
firework. Did anybody
Well,
want
I
more
was-
of that tandem bike? Sorry.
oh
I'm sorry. The last point I was going to make on that is that it could parallel because Miss Minutes is obviously freaking obsessed with Victor,
Yes.
and if they had that connection there for a second until he threw her off her fucking boat,
I
I
love
could see that being.
I love when he just basically dialed her out though, and then when she came back, she was still talking. Like the same thing.
Yes.
She was like,
Yes,
she was
yes.
like, love you or something like. I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Well,
Mid sentence, that was
Mid-sentence.
smart.
I like how they did that.
okay, Keith, I want to make sure that you hold on to your thought about the tandem bike. Okay, but I do have to say that we saw the three ladies that were fighting over Victor very quickly.
Keep holding, Keith. Hold.
Listen, I know how fleeting my thoughts are, and I really have to hold on to them. Otherwise, they're
Just fucking around. I got notes. I'm looking at my notes. I'll get back to the point.
Okay, cool. So you see the Miss Minutes when she goes absolutely batshit and like, I could be your girl, and then puts her face on the mannequin like, a
And her
creepy
eyes
ass-
start.
Yeah.
She's like,
It twitched. It was
Yeah,
yeah.
like, girl.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
She to me seemed like the meme that's the overly attached girlfriend.
Yes, the
Yeah.
eyes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then very shortly after, you see Ravonna, who is very much revenge girlfriend, who I've already said threw your clothes out in the street.
We went through that.
Set fire to your house.
You said
Yeah.
that just a second ago. Yeah.
And then Sylvie turns up and she's just murder girlfriend. Like, I'm not
Mhm.
going to throw your clothes anywhere. I'm just going to fucking straight up kill you.
You know, Sylvie doesn't have a relationship at all with him in that romantic sense, so it's not a girlfriend at all. I know you're relating it to that, but it's literally like you're a threat to the fucking world, and I'm taking you out now.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have
Yeah.
to be related to a relationship. Just saying, Emmy. Just because it's a woman and a man doesn't have to be a girlfriend, boyfriend. Think a little outside the box. Fuck you and your stereotypes.
God,
Man,
you know
how does it
what?
feel? How does it feel to be put on your ass for a second about it?
You know what you can do? You can suck my butt.
Suck my butt. Yeah.
No,
Perfect response. Every time.
I just realized that it is stereotypes, I feel like, of crazy exes.
Mhm.
That people sometimes put women into boxes
You need to stop.
of these three.
It's time to move on from that.
Reminds me of this
and
great episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer where Xander took a love potion, and then every girl in the town was after him in various violent ways. It was cool. He was a hot commodity. It was a good episode.
I like that.
Yeah.
I want to talk
But
about.
anyways,
I want to talk about tandem bicycles now because
Yeah.
Laverne and
Yes.
Shirley. That shit is always magical. Just saying. Schlemiel, Schlemazel, something incorporated. I never understood what they said.
Us young people don't know what you're talking about.
God
Yeah, I'm
bless. If
Too
anyone
young
watched
for that
Laverne
shit.
and Shirley growing up, let me know. God,
It's not lit,
Liv-
fam.
is it
Sorry.
Laverne Cox?
say less, fam. I understand.
Yeah, and Shirley,
Temple.
somebody
Shirley
born
Temple.
after
Yeah. Yes.
someone older.
You went
Someone more
older.
relevant.
That really didn't help you at all.
Shirley. Shirley.
Temple,
No.
you already fucking dated yourself. You can't go back now. You can't.
Name another fucking Shirley.
But you're
It's not
trying
a
to
common
make
name
me.
anymore.
You're trying
if
to
your
make
name
me
is
feel.
Shirley and you're from Generation Z, please talk to us in the comments.
That was so
I wanna
fucking
meet
funny.
you.
You're so old. Who is it? Shirley.
Shirley Temple.
Did the opposite of what you were trying to succeed.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Blanche.
are we going to see Loki and Mobius in a tandem bicycle by the end?
I
of the
feel
season?
cheated. I feel
Yeah,
cheated out
we
of
never
that.
got it.
They had it, and then
Mhm.
it was like if they crashed into Victor
Yeah.
Von Timely's lab and on the tandem bike, I would have been so happy. That's one of my nitpicks. Bottom
It's a valid.
of the 3 episodes we've had this season.
It's a valid one. We need that tandem action. 100%.
Oh, see, okay, it wasn't going to be a nitpick, but because I was going to say that's we're going to see them at the end of this season on tandem on a jet ski. Two
Is there a
boys.
tandem jet ski?
No, but they do
Well,
make seats that
yeah.
2 people can sit on. Yeah.
Two men, one jet ski. That's what I want.
Go to 2men1jetski.com and let me know what you find.
I'm sure it's more
But-
wholesome than other things.
Don't go to .org. Don't. I'm begging you.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Instant regret.
Mm.
You'll hate yourself.
Yeah, the organization of 2 jet skis, 1 man is horrible. Frightening, really.
Two jet skis, one man.
Shit, I
Get pulled
fucked that
apart.
up. Man, I don't need to be podcasting. Victor Von Timely and 2 jet skis, 1 man. I'm done.
No, I like it more. 2 jet skis, 1 man, and he's just trying his best.
Fuck! They're both going. Fuck!
It's what's the guy who does the splits like Thor did? Thor Love and Thunder?
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yes.
John
Holy shit.
Claude
Blood
Van
sport
Damme.
that shit. Blood sport it.
Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, God, now
He has a
Can
Von
I-
in his name.
Can I say I'm throwing a nickname out there that will be hopefully go down in the history as an Abingers original? The move that Sylvie enters the lab with should be called the green sweep because she's used it twice now this season. They just
Oh.
flood the room and knock everybody over with a green poof of power and just called the green sweep.
And and Loki's
Was
like,
that-
Patented.
fuck.
Were both of those in this episode?
No, they did it at when they left the McDonald's and went to that weird.
Didn't they do it in
attic
the Ferris
in the
wheel?
last episode?
Yeah, I
They
feel
did
like
it
she
at
did
first?
it coming out of the Ferris wheel too.
I thought so.
Did she knock everybody down with the Ferris wheel?
Well,
Is
she
it the
did
green
knock-
sweep? There you go.
She didn't knock everybody down. It was just Victor and Loki.
Yeah, Loki
She's
was on his
sweeping up.
Yeah, so I think we saw 2 green sweeps. Yeah, I like that.
Boom.
Supermarket green sweep.
Don't age
Put it on a
yourself with
t-shirt.
fucking. Oh my god.
There was a new one. There was a new one that was on ABC not too long ago, and then it got canceled. And I don't know why, because Leslie Jones is an American icon, and she hosted it, and it was amazing.
Wonderful.
Okay,
I heard about that.
it was so good. It was so good.
Yeah, to like the 3 people that watched, yes, it was.
Yeah, me, my mom, and my Grammy.
Supermarket sweeps back
You should have told your friends about the fucking show. Dang it!
We would
Could've stayed
text each
on.
other about it.
Did
Leslie Jones is pissed at you.
I mean, it's the same shit every episode. All right, go to the meats, buy a bunch of meats. That's the highest selling shit. Like it's like,
I
God,
loved it so much. I loved it so much.
Oh, it's so dumb.
And Leslie Jones is just, oh gosh,
She's too
Yeah, I
love
talented
her.
for that show, in my opinion. So
yeah, she is.
She deserves better. She
Yes,
deserves
I
better.
would
For
agree
someone
with
who like broke big in comedy in their 40s, like fuck, she's awesome. She's dynamite,
Yeah.
and she
But-
should absolutely have something better than that.
But what does she have now? Is she?
I
I
don't
don't know what
know.
she's doing now. It's
probably-
not Supermarket Sweet.
She might be just in the supermarket.
She, she just works
She's
there now.
shopping.
She's the manager.
Shit happens.
They were like, this show got canceled. Now it's just a supermarket. Leslie, can you manage?
She was in Our Flag Means Death, which is a great show if you haven't seen that. She's
Oh.
been in 6 episodes. Boom.
Nice.
I've been
IMDb for the
okay.
win.
Okay. All right. That is better. That is
Okay,
better.
there
I've
you
been
go.
meaning to watch
Who's
that.
better? Critically
Alright.
acclaimed. Boom.
Okay.
So guys,
All right. Well, yeah, do not say that you're done.
no, I was going to say, I know we have several notes to get to, and we've been talking about Leslie being a supermarket sweep host for the last 5 minutes. So to pivot from that, I was going to say, Emmy, what else you got?
I hate being at the end and it's just me going through my notes.
No,
So,
no,
I know, I know.
It's not
But
a
I did-
problem. Hey, do an 11-minute monologue. It's fine. It's good.
I did have a lot of notes this episode that I feel like are unique and things that I caught that like okay.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
first of all, I didn't love that they fucked with Victor Timely's like timeline. But did you guys notice that when Ravonna first got to, was it 1865?
No, it was not 1865 at the beginning. It was
1868.
Yes,
68
it was
and
68.
93.
yes.
68. Okay.
Yep.
When she first got to 1868, it specified for us that that was the sacred timeline.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
when she went to 1893, it was branched.
Yeah, it was branched timeline when the
Yeah.
date came up. I know. I was
did
wondering
not
if that
catch
was
that.
Yeah.
Oh, good note, guys. Holy shit, did not catch that at all. Okay.
Yeah.
because he's existing in a branched timeline, which is
'Cause
like
she
if
fucked
the
with it.
TVA was working the way that it used to work, he shouldn't exist at all. And
He should have gotten pruned as soon as he got that notebook.
Yeah.
Or the
Boom.
hand guide.
with the pruner
Ah,
Mark 1.
that's fucking rad. God, I love that. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Good note.
So like I can't be that mad that they fucked shit up because
Right.
it explains it. Yeah. I absolutely loved again that OB is just running around. We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die. And then Mobius's response of, "Well, we can hack the system."
Oh, we
And
can?
OB
That's such a relief. Love that too. That was pure gold. The three of them together as a comedy. That's what I wanted more.
Yes.
And then we didn't get that a lot this episode.
That's fair.
And that's why it might be in my lower tiers of Loki episodes. Because now you've got me hooked on their dynamic. The
Yep.
three of them.
And OB
Can't wait
and
for it.
B15 too. I feel like I missed her in this episode.
Give me some more Casey, too. Come on now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Need some Casey love.
Which is funny because I feel like the first episode y'all were like, "Oh, that's enough. That's enough. I'm good without any more of him."
Just give
I
us
think I did feel that way in the first episode.
Just give
You're
us
right.
more TVA though. You know what I mean? Just give us the full
Mhm.
group. It's like The Office, but Loki, but like Marvel
Yeah.
Studios. And I kind of dig it. Everyone has their own little quirks and whims, and it's really funny. And they all work extremely well with each other. That
OB is Dwight. B15 is Pam. Mobius is Michael.
Jim. Oh.
Shit.
God, you guys are casting it
Fuck it.
terribly. Yeah.
Ravonna is Kramer.
hmm Yeah, that's it.
That is an Office joke that I just made about The Office, and it was made on
God.
The Office.
That's
Sorry.
a deep cut. That's a very deep
Yeah.
cut.
Meta.
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 You'll get a shout out if you know the episode from The Office in the comments.
Oh,
Put it in the
shit.
comments.
Two.
I don't even
shout-out
know that.
opportunities. I don't know. No, not a clue.
Yeah, you gotta stop offering shout outs, man. We've only got so many.
He's like, I'll talk to all of y'all. Just let me know.
Hit me up. I'm home.
Absolutely joking. Okay, so I of course had to do some research. World's Fair. Do you guys know how long the World's Fair has been going on?
At least since 1893.
That's a
At
great.
least.
I'm going to say 1893. Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb.
Okay.
I'm gonna go out on a limb there.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 92.
Shit.
Price
fuck,
is Right rules.
Fuck you. Fuck you. God, Keith, son of a bitch.
It kind of doesn't work that way because if you're over, you're fucked anyway.
But he's still in a better position than I am. He's still one lower.
he's one lower, but even if he's closer, if he's over, he's fucked. And he's over, so you both lose. Okay. World's Fair has been going on since 1851.
That's
and
crazy.
sometimes it's called the World's Fair, sometimes it's called an expo, sometimes it's called something else that starts with a C that I forgot. So the most recent one.
Can't say the C word when you're talking about the World's Fair. Can't do that.
That's
The world's cunt.
Can't
do it.
A conference. Conference.
Comic-Con.
Back in my day, it was called the world's cunt, and we loved it. All right, shit. Everyone got all sensitive about it, so we had to change it. It's a World's Fair. Anyway, sorry.
Okay, so the most
Living
recent
is Howard Stark life. Just gotta say, he's acting like Howard Stark in that presentation. I loved it before Howard Stark even did.
Yeah,
Expo,
Victor Von Timely in the Expo, not the Expo. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah,
from Iron Man 2. What?
Or from Captain America 1.
Oh shit!
I was thinking Captain America 1. Yeah,
where the failed hover
because
car.
he was talking about Howard Stark.
Howard, okay, but Howard was in Iron Man 2 as well. He was just on video.
He wasn't at the Expo.
He was on video. Okay. The most recent World's Fair happened in Kazakhstan, which is famous for Borat, in 2017. And they haven't had one in a minute because I don't know if you guys realize, but we were in the midst of a Ponderosa.
2015 was the last one?
2017.
So the Ponderosa started in 2018?
They don't do it every year. They just do it every once in a while.
Y'all
just whenever somebody feels like it. I don't. Shit.
Right now, it's just crumbling really, really bad.
Thank you.
I just thought I'd let you know.
All right. The next one is supposed to be in Serbia in 2027. And just wanted everybody to know that I do live in a city where they had the World's Fair back in 1982, and we still have World's Fair Park. And that is where that god-awful, beautiful sun sphere came from. And honestly, I thought it was such an eyesore until I actually moved here, but now I absolutely love it. It's beautiful.
Nice. I just listened to the whole metamorphosis of your opinion with that sphere. Like in real time, you're like, that god awful. I mean, lovely. Honestly, I hate it.
Now I like it.
Now I like it. Like it was a full. I saw the full movie when you said that. Yeah.
Like this sphere is disgusting, and then.
That's convincing.
Yeah.
I do, because it's such a staple in the Knoxville skyline. Like, that's Knoxville.
Yes. It was actually featured in our X-Men drawing, I believe.
Yes!
I wondered. Yes. That's what we're talking about, right?
Yes. Yeah.
That Sun Sphere. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. Emmy loved that. Nice. I remember when you sent that to us, that was one of the first things Emmy was talking about. So, yeah. True story.
God-awful Sun Sphere.
No, I love it now.
She was loving it.
It's a tacky eyesore, and I decorate my home with tacky eyesores. So I am a tacky eyesore. I identify with the Sun Sphere. So, okay, whenever they first get to the World's Fair, Mobius lists off some names. Okay, some of them are boring, so I'm going to skip them. But he does list off H.H. Holmes.
H.H. Holmes. Pretty.
Y'all know him?
Fucked up is all I will say. Yeah.
Y'all know him? Okay.
Well, actually, Renee taught me about him, but I'll let you teach the general audience about it. But
teach me.
He was a fucked up individual. Yeah.
He was absolutely fucked. So he was around during the Chicago 1893 World's Fair, and he set up basically a murder hotel. So he was grifting basically to get these people to come and stay in his hotel, and he had all these secret passageways and shit that would lead to his basement where he would murder people.
Whoa.
So he finally did get convicted of the murder of his business partner, and that was the only murder that it took to execute him. But he ended up confessing to 27 murders. Some of the people were still verified alive. Yeah.
So in a way, he pioneered the escape room, but before they were fun?
There was escape room, maybe a loose definition. More so...
I don't think there was any way
to cut this out.
it.
Yeah, a murder pit, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But yeah.
I'm ashamed of myself. I'll take it back.
Somebody burnt down the original structure because obviously bad vibes.
Yes. Oh man.
But there is the post office now.
That was a very well said
there.
point there, Amy. Burned down because bad vibes. You know.
Bad vibes.
Fam.
Yeah. You know what? This murder hotel kind of gives me bad vibes.
Yeah. I think we should tear it down. Yeah, you know the bad vibes are. That's a very good point there, pal. Let's tear it down. My God.
Oh, but yeah, there is a post office there now. But yeah,
that's even worse vibes. Shit. Damn.
Yeah, you thought murder rooms were bad.
Talk about fucking packages sitting undelivered. Fuck that. God, nothing makes me more uncomfortable than that.
My gosh. All right. Well, that's really taking a stance on it. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
This might be a stretch too, but again, I hadn't even finished the episode yet.
Yeah.
And I got into Discord to tag Matt in this and say, I saw it, I fucking saw it, and I just need you to know I saw it.
Ramatut.
Victor
Yeah.
hides in a pyramid. So that is now 3 episodes in a row that have had some sort of tie to Moon Knight and or Egypt or Egyptology. And I did pause it, didn't see Khonshu, bless me, that's okay. But yeah, I'm sorry. I saw it, and I connected the dots, and I am fully on board with Ramatut and or Moon Knight season 2 being announced soon.
There you go. Our new Mephisto, everyone. Our new Mephisto. Ramatut / maybe Moon Knight / Egyptology. It's concise. That's my favorite part about it, is that it's more contained than just saying.
Well, see, Emmy, to the point, she was so like pinpoint with Mephisto, like laser focused. Now she's broadening it. Like she's like, so it's gonna be one of 15 things, I'm thinking, in a very generalized way. So she broadens the target, so she has a wider net. Smart. Bigger chance to catch a
bigger
fish.
Gun, you get a shotgun, you got more of a spread.
Yeah.
You're gonna catch more shit, man. I punched my mic.
You know, I haven't heard you punch your mic in a while, but you announce it every fucking time, and it's hilarious. So there's like no visual hearing that I'm hearing, but it's like I punched my mic. There it is.
Well, that one, it was with my thumb right here. I went.
Your mic much like Miss Minutes has adapted and grown. And your mic must be like AI because it's learned not to react or make a sound at all when you punch it. Oh, I heard that.
Oh, damn.
And the mic was like,
your face.
And the mic was like, ow, fuck, god damn.
Like, what did I do?
Shit. Fuck, I really am not AI. Fuck that dude. He's just that hurt.
Just fucking with you.
I'm sorry.
Not to be trusted.
Caress that mic a little closer. Anyway, what else do we got? She couldn't commit to saying it was the last note. She wanted to, but then she couldn't.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. You saw it.
I did. I saw it in real time.
Sorry.
You were like, "This is my last."
Okay.
It's like penultimate.
Not even that.
Oh no, we can't get that. Oh.
Okay. Well, maybe penultimate. All right, I'll skip a few. I've got like 5 left, but I'll skip a few because they suck. And that's
Can you
okay.
Wait. Take 4 of them and just give us the names of them, and we'll jump at.
Okay. All right. Ready?
I like that idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready? These are the ones that I was going to cut. All right. Nitpick. Okay. Loom could have looked cooler.
Okay.
Here's one.
I can see why that one was cut. I can see why that was on the floor.
I cut it. Okay. Here. Quotations. His butler. I thought it was funny.
That's good. I like that.
There were lots of characters. Like, stretching, I want to say they're Chinese characters that were all over Victor's room, his first room, not his lab.
Like characters.
Yeah, like
okay, sorry, my brain went somewhere else.
I know, that's why I had to
I was like, this is getting borderline racist, Timmy. But it's not.
Like, I didn't want to say it, but Chinese characters, I thought there were a lot of those.
There was Asian writing, and I'm just I am not I can't tell the difference. I'm not smart enough to tell the difference between different languages that have characters instead of letters.
Right.
And so I didn't want to say like,
Can
oh, it's
also see-
definitely this.
I can see why that one was cut too. Yeah, smart decision.
Yeah. Okay. All
Yeah,
right. Thank
that was
you.
a good idea.
Mannequins equal creepy.
Yes. Do they ever?
We did talk about that
yeah.
though. We did talk about that. Like when
did a
she
little bit.
inhabited-
100%.
Yeah.
Give me like Silent Hill vibes.
Yes.
Creepy shit.
Yeah.
And when Miss Minutes, I probably shouldn't have cut this one. This was good. When Miss Minutes was like, "Am I in that little sketchbook of yours? Do you want to draw me like one of your French?"
I thought the
frogs?"
same fucking thing, and the reason why is you, because you make that joke all the fucking time, and I was like, Emmy's gonna make that joke. She's gonna make that fucking joke.
I was gonna cut it. You're welcome.
Okay.
All right. And now here's my last note.
Yes.
I hate Sylvie's hair.
Wow. You this is carrying on
It
from the
didn't
last.
grow on you?
Yeah. Grow on. Hair grow. Anyway. Hair, that's what it does. Speaking.
I didn't hear what he said, so I don't know what the joke is.
He said it didn't grow on you.
My gosh.
Oh, it
That's
didn't
what
grow on
happens in the
Sylvie
middle
either.
of a season. The rails are just gone.
It's
They're
gone.
gone.
Welcome. Now
Yeah.
you know what it's like. Yeah. I mean,
Season 5 and 6. We gotta get back on those.
oh yeah, no. If there's a season 6 of Loki, there's gonna be 2 minutes of Loki talk and like
Oh, season. I meant episodes. Sorry.
oh, it's all good. I was gonna say if we're going that far,
Episode.
fuck, it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get a lot worse.
But no, what was just said? My God, my brain.
The hair on Sylvie.
The hair. I hate
I
Sylvie's
agree.
hair.
I agree. I'm not a
It's
big
a-
fan of
it's a
Sylvie's hair
mullet.
either.
It's always
It's
jarring.
the block highlights. And well, it's not even block highlights. It's like blocked, like skunky.
Oh,
It's always
You
jarring when
said
you go
worse.
from like season to season of a show, and it seems like it's a pretty immediate moment after the first season, but like her hair is just magically, like radically different. That stuff bothers me. Like that continuity that always
well,
kind
she's
of
been
bothers me.
stuck in the 80s, right? Like they put a wig on her in the after credits scene of episode 1,
Oh, okay.
where she finds McDonald's, right?
Oh.
And then she's been living there, so now she has the mullet.
Have you seen the theory floating around the interwebs that
Okay.
the cashier at McDonald's in episode 2, the little southern cashier guy, he's like, "Hey, you showing up at work?" Is Mobius.
How?
Really?
Oh,
They're saying that could be
Huh.
Mobius. Yeah, I don't know how, but
Huh.
that's what people are piecing together. They're like, "Oh, that was Mobius in a past life, and he was pruned because of his association with,
Sylvie.
That's
Yeah.
so funny.
yeah." And then he grew up in
And
the
she's
TVA.
like, "Is
and
your
that's all.
mom
But
gonna
then-
pick you up?"
But
He
then,
was
but
like,
then,
yeah.
no, because that was a branch timeline that would have been pruned before that moment. So
Right? I don't know. It's an interesting theory.
falls apart. Listen, if everybody else is gonna pick apart my shit theories, I'm gonna
Wow,
pick
I
yours.
love how you don't even like give this. You're just like, "Fuck it, dumb."
Yeah.
I like your theories.
So-
Did I
so-
say they were shit?
It said so.
No, I said that myself.
They
I
said-
feel
Oh.
like they might be
Well, you
butt
gotta
shit.
take the self-talk now. You gotta.
So so someone put this in there. They said this is from and it could be from somewhere else, but the place I saw it was a Facebook page because everything's real on Facebook that you read. MCU portal, and it said, "Hold up. So Owen Wilson was a teenager in the early '80s. X5 said Mobius isn't his actual name. I don't think Mobius saw Jack when they walked into the McDonald's. What if?" And then there's a picture of them side by side.
Ooh.
So
Wait,
Shit.
didn't see Jack shit or didn't see Jack period?
He didn't see Jack. Like, does his name tag say Jack?
yes, it does.
Yeah, that's what they mean.
Yeah.
So he just didn't see that person at all. He just thought Sylvie was standing at the counter talking to nobody.
I did find it interesting. Like Mobius didn't know how McDonald's worked because Loki walked up to the counter to talk to Sylvie, and then Mobius went, "Oh, that's interesting. That's awkward. I'm gonna go get some apple pie," and then he walked off this way.
Okay, I shouted out.
Going to wash his hands.
Yeah.
or-
I shouted out MCU portal. There's like 17 Facebook pages with the exact same caption, so they're not really that original. It's probably someone else. So fuck that. I shouldn't even shout them
Yeah.
out. But a lot of people are saying that exact same quote. Yeah. Anyway.
There you go.
All right. And
Right.
he loves apple pie. You know, he's a big fan. Look at us.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
He might have had some
Even
apple.
my gentleman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, love it. Anyway.
Y'all really blew my mind with him eating thing. I don't think I'd ever put that together.
What? Okay, predictions before we head on out of here.
What's he gonna eat next?
What's Mobius gonna eat in episode 4? And no, Emmy, we're gonna stay appropriate. We're not gonna talk about that ass.
She's gonna say he's gonna suck a butt.
I think she's gonna.
I was pointing towards
Pikachu.
my Pikachu.
Pika Pika.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't think he's gonna eat Pika Pika. The next, maybe Pica de Gallo. Maybe a little Mexican food. Maybe we're,
Interesting.
So maybe that kind of ties with it, Emmy. Is that what you meant? I'm assuming, Emmy. Yeah.
Maybe pecan pie.
Ooh, pecan.
Pecan.
I say pecan.
Some people say. You say pecan?
I say pecan.
What the fuck do I say? Caramel.
Do you know who you are?
You say key lime because that's what you get for your birthday.
Yeah. Oh.
Pecan.
Okay. Pecan. Yeah. So that's also what chickens say too.
Pecan.
I agree.
Okay.
Caramel.
I think I'm going to predict Mobius in the next episode. He's had Cracker Jacks. He's had key lime pie. He's had apple pie. A lot of desserts. So I'm going to stay in the sweet.
Sense a pattern.
Yeah, I'm going to stay in the sweet realm. I'm going to go a little bit kind of in a cake direction. I'm going to say a nice red velvet cake. I think he's gonna find himself in a situation where there's a red velvet cake. Fuck off, Emmy, with your facial expressions. I'm having a moment.
Sorry.
I'm going to start doing that too. Anytime you predict something, I'm going to go. I'm just going to
accurate.
Thank you.
That was crazy.
That's exactly what she does.
I felt like I was looking at two of you in the Zoom call. That's crazy.
I say red velvet cake, and it's like paralyzed, just done. Like, I can't imagine a worse dessert you could have brought up there. You fuck. Anyway,
I'm gonna guess he's gonna eat some pecan sandies.
All right, pecan sandies. We got some red velvet cake. Emmy, she's gonna say like salmon patties.
Excuse me, salmon patties? Is that like a burger made out of salmon meat?
You've never made salmon patties?
I don't like fish. And also, blah.
Oh my God.
Well, that does sound like someone who doesn't like fish.
If you don't follow us on YouTube, fast forward to this moment when I say salmon patties. Emmy's face made me almost fall out of my chair because she was like just jolted. It was the funniest fucking thing. So yeah.
I forgot to tell my face to wear its indoor voice.
Salmon patties. Yeah, I love making salmon patties, but my whole house smells like fish when I do for like at least 3 days, and my wife gets annoyed at me. My wife, she's like, fuck off, Brandon. Don't fucking make salmon patties, you dick. And I'm like, okay, fine, sorry. She says it way nicer than that, but I know that's how she feels. It's not a fan.
She just gives you a look like.
No, she walks in, she's like, did you open the windows or have the fan on when you were cooking? Do you have anything to get rid of this godforsaken smell, or are we just gonna live and fish for 3 days now, you asshole? That's really it. It's a pretty real moment between us. Sorry, honey. I know she's listening.
I feel we're sharing. We're sharing a lot.
We are. This is what happens if I get very lack of sleep the night before podcasting. Anyway.
If I get very lack of sleep.
Fuck off, Amy.
Very lack of
I get very lack of sleep too.
lack of Von sleep. I agree.
All right, Amy, you got to make your prediction since it's not salmon patties. What is it?
I think it's gonna be a powdered donut from Dunkin' D's Nuts. Dunkin' Donuts.
A powdered donut.
Powdered donut.
He does get stuff on his face, so a little white powder too. Would just that's a good prediction actually. I like that. I think that's a solid one. All right,
you like sweets.
We'll find out next week if we're right or not. And if you want to drop a comment below and let us know what Mobius is going to be eating, we'd love to hear from you. But yes, thank you for joining us on this episode of the Abingers Podcast. Holy shit. You probably are exhausted because we are too. Yeah, thanks for joining. It's been wonderful. We will be back next Friday night, early Saturday morning, whenever you're listening to this. That's when we will be releasing our Loki episode 4 thoughts. And we'll roll those out.
Keith, you go ahead.
Both of you had something. Like Emmy just sounds like she has back problems.
Oh, I do. Yeah, definitely. No, but I also have something to say.
You go ahead, Emmy.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we need to talk about that because I do have my concert coming up on Friday. So.
Oh. We may be releasing an early episode or a late episode.
Shit.
TBD.
Or a
you
Saturday
seeing?
episode.
I said
Nick,
late.
let's go.
I said a late episode, which would be
Oh,
Saturday.
I thought
Seeing
you
who?
meant Nick. Let's go and the $100,000 band I talked about. He's
Right.
my music high man. Figure him out.
Figure him out.
All right,
That's such a good plug.
Check him out.
Keith, what do you got, man?
I was just gonna say I really liked when they took the time door from 1868 to 1893.
And
that
watching
was
it transform.
in long form Marvel. Okay, remember when Yelena got dusted in
Mhm.
Hawkeye,
Yes.
the show, and we'd never seen the blip or the dusting of a character go that way, where the room changed because of how her perspective.
Yes,
is, what we
one of
saw
the
instead.
best
She got-
parts.
It wasn't
was
dusted.
so-
She got like
Yeah, she
undusted.
just kind of
She got
changed
undusted.
around her. It was like from
Yeah.
her. We'd never seen that before, but that's the kind of shit I love about long form sci-fi or long form media, because you can't do that in one movie. The fact that we have something to reference and then they can keep playing with it and toy with it. The time door we've seen 1,000 times, but now we're seeing this camera follow them through from 1 year to 25 years later. It was just really cool. From a technical standpoint, I really liked it. I just want to say that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And I did
Yeah.
the visual of that was astounding,
So
outstanding.
cool.
So yeah, well said, Keith.
and even Loki says this can't be the same place.
Yeah.
You probably said
There's-
it can't. It can't be the same.
Can't be
place.
the same.
What
place.
did you call me?
You can't.
Called you a can't.
You're a can't. You cunt. All right. Anyway, I said
You
it.
just said it.
I
with a
said
hard
it.
C.
Hard
Sleep
C.
in all this.
Hey, when you
It'll
know
be way
someone
funnier.
when you know someone for 20 years, if you're not calling her a cunt at this point, then are you really friends?
I mean, no.
Are you-
Honestly,
yeah.
I mean, if the cunt fits, wear it.
She greets me by saying hello, bitch, quite a bit, and she tells people that I call them bitch when I don't. Tell me that's not a cunt. So-
Fun joke. It's a fun
It's a
joke.
fun joke. All right.
No, if I am anything, I am a cunt.
If the cunt fits, I agree. So, guys, we are heading out of here. We will be back next week. Sometime. We'll figure that out later. But we will be back next week for Loki episode 4. Hope you'll join us. If you like the show, we made you laugh, made you think, or just talked about the show and you really, really want to keep the show going, a nice free way to support the show is to subscribe on our podcast platforms and leave a 5-star rating. Spotify, Apple Podcast. It's a quick, easy, free way to say, hey, keep doing what you're doing. Really like it. It also gets us eyes and ears on this show, and we greatly appreciate it. Also, we have the video version of this podcast and all of Emmy's amazing facial expressions. YouTube.com/The Abingers. Check it out. It is a really, really fun time. And we're trying to grow. We're on our way to 500 subscribers, and several of you subscribed. Thank you so much. We just need 20 now. We are 20 away from 500 subscribers. So that is really, really exciting. If you want to put us one step closer to that, head over to YouTube and subscribe, and you will get original content. Maybe in between Marvel Cinematic Universe content, we're going to put YouTube videos out, maybe instead of a podcast. So it would be worth checking out if you want to see us continue on during some off Marvel times. Patreon.com/Abingers Podcast. $1 a month. You can subscribe, get access to our Discord, talk with us. We're on the Discord quite a bit. You can talk with Keith, Emmy, and myself, as well as an amazing community of listeners who give us all kinds of funny support. And just, it's absolutely wonderful place to be. We love it. So, and you get a whole access to 25 episodes that are not found anywhere else. Lord of the Rings reviews, Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, quite a bit of good stuff. If you want to check it out over there, just $1 gets you all that fun access, as well as it supports the show and keeps our lights on and our bills paid, and really, really appreciate it. Right now, 102 of you support the show. We really, really appreciate it. So thank you so much for continuing to support this little podcast of ours. We really, really appreciate it. Heart, hands, indeed. So I think that's all the plugs, guys. Social media, Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, TikTok, all at Abingers Podcast. You can find us on any social media platform, and you'll hear from us. Yeah, if you reach out to us, We try to reach out on every single platform. Sometimes we may miss you, but just know if you reach out to us or message us, it's our goal to give you a response and talk to you because we really appreciate your support. So check us out wherever, and facebook.com/Abingers Podcast. We also have a group, Abingers Assemble. So check that out as well. So I think we're done. I think we're good. And we are closing up the book, but we do have a credits name to get to. Or God, I sure hope we do, because we skipped last week. And if we skip this week, I'm not going to throw it to her anymore. And she's smiling and shaking her head. And I can see this going 2 different directions. I'll let her. Emmy, take it away.
All right. We have our sound effects editor. Hold on.
Oh God, Ooh. This is part of the joke. Or she just farted. She had to mute her
No.
mic. So she...
No, I got
it. Keith, can you edit a fart noise right there?
Oh,
please.
Sure. There's gonna be. I'm gonna edit a fart noise in every
farts.
time you guys say the C word.
Yeah.
You don't say that up here, damn it. No, I'm kidding.
What, Canadian?
Anyways.
What?
Canuck?
But
What
yeah.
even is a Canuck? Is that
always,
a thing?
I always felt like that was a derogatory
nothing.
way to say it. Like Canucks.
Canuck.
It's not. It's not. I mean, I just always felt it was.
It's not.
It's not. I mean, you're okay. It's just when I was young,
Okay.
I was like, I felt like.
Do you guys ever get offended by the term yank?
Yes.
That's the same thing.
I'm kind of being serious. I hate when people call me Yank. I'm so annoyed by it because I'm
a yank or a Yankee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's the exact same thing.
Really?
Exact same thing as a Canuck.
Sure. Oh, so it kind of can be annoying to
I don't know.
some.
I'm speaking for a whole country now. What am I doing?
I love Keith. I don't know, Canada. Fuck.
Let me just call up Justin Trudeau real quick. Hey, is this offensive or not?
He does not represent me. Please, do not bring up that man's name.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. There was a credits name before you paused to fart. Sorry, what was it?
I didn't fart.
Yeah.
I did, but
No,
you didn't hear it.
Keith's going to edit the fart noise in there, and it's going to
putting
be
so many farts in there.
Just brr, brr, brr. Yeah. It'll be good.
What's the
Our sound effects editor she's from I'm sorry, she's from Australia. Her name is Kirsten, mate. I knew I wouldn't be able to pull it off. I don't know why I did it. I don't know why I tried. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to piss off the entire globe tonight. I'm so sorry. It was such a volatile time. I'm sorry. So hold on, let me try again. No, don't let me try again.
Try it again. Try it one more time. No, try it one more
He's
time.
advising us not to.
No.
I've never heard that before.
Amy.
Long time listener.
Amy, try
Never
it.
heard that before.
Try it one more time.
Sound effects editor. It's Kirsten, mate. Oh, the mate. Oh,
that was better.
I was ready to just fall out of my chair, but you actually did a decent job. So well
It's
done.
just a shame that I put a giant fart sound over the whole
Yeah, might as well. It's okay.
Oh gosh.
I'm pretty sure they were the boom operator.
Yep. That's very, very true. That's very true. Guys.
Boom indeed.
Booming these nuts. And we are heading out. Thank you so much for supporting and listening to the show. I had a good time. I hope you did too.
We were in off the rails territory quite a bit there, but it was fun going off-roading with you guys.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, this is where usually in the middle of the season we kind of just we do this weird shit. It's weird. We do it.
Yep.
And
I've been wearing my jock this whole episode.
Oh God.
Just in case.
We're off-roading.
Yeah, no, I understand. I mean,
yeah,
me too.
The balls are sacred.
They're held
nuts
pretty well.
There's two of us that weren't as excited about this episode, and I feel like whenever we're not as excited, that's when we really go off the rails. And
yeah, okay, I had a good time. And I love this episode.
I did too. Yeah, I did too.
Same season.
All right.
Yep. Well,
we're gonna close on out now, and we're gonna close this book. Keith,
Final words.
You got some final words?
I'm not used to it yet. I'm not used to it. Do you say it after
Oh,
the thing, or do you?
here we go. We're gonna.
Okay, here we
No one's gonna hear any of this. We're gonna edit all this out because we're a professional podcast. Okay, so yeah.
Fart noise, fart noise, fart noise.
Keith,
Excuse
Emmy,
me.
Keith, Emmy, any final words before we head on out?
You are both very singular. And
Aw. I was gonna say that the song that I chose for the
What the
just
fuck?
happened?
What the fuck? What was that? Oh my fucking god! That was fucking amazing. God, if you
Brandon the Amazing. He'll be here all
Wow.
week.
that happened in real time.
Donna.
I at this point, I don't. Emmy, final words.
Yeah, no, yeah, fuck me, it's fine.
Let's do it.